Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Living Astrology with Janet Hickox. Grab your cup of coffee, got my Seahawks with me today, or your tea. Sit back and let's chat about what is happening in the stars above for this last day of 2020. We can kiss it goodbye, and we can prepare ourselves to greet 2021. So I'm hoping that you're all with me this morning to do our final show of 2020. And my plan is literally a blank sheet of paper, pretty much. I mean, I did write one little small thing on there about astrology, and instead to focus on maybe just sharing our thoughts, sharing ideas or inspiration for 2021, but also to do readings. I have all of my card decks at the ready here. I could do an astrology reading or answer questions. It's really your day today. I have no plan other than just to show up and be here. I just realized I also get to transition over to my new 2021, Pleiadian Earth energy calendar. So it's a day of transition, isn't it? Right? As we button up the ending of one year and prepare to move into the next one, and all that that may bring for us as we move forward. I am kind of excited for the new year because it seems like, there was so much anticipation for 2020 and then it blew up on us. Let's hope that this particular year, then 2021 coming, holds the open arms to new ideas, to inspiration, to innovation, to sealing the breach between all of us and working toward unity. I think all those things are definitely possible. And I think all of those things are even probable if we choose to work on it, which is, of course, the big deal that we're all learning about is how are we choosing and why are we choosing what we're choosing. Good morning, Tom. 2020, 24 hours to go. Get it? 2020, 24. No, I don't get it. But maybe I'll get it and then I'll go, oh, I could have had a V8. Kathleen Mallory, good morning. She says, glad I woke up in time today. Asa, good to see you out there. Allison, hello to you as well. I am already going to say open up to readings. If you want a reading, let me know. Asa will get that message to me, hopefully, and I'll be checking in here as well. Good morning, Tammy Smith. And Kathleen says, the possibility of unity. Yes, I love that. There are so many possibilities as we transition today from even one moon into another. And I was really, it's, there's no mistake why things happen the way they happen. So today, here we are right now sitting in the void, of course, moon, with the moon still in Cancer, and at 10:59 my time this morning. So that'll be what, 1:59 for those of you on the East Coast. The moon will transition into the sign of Leo, the party sign, right? The sign of self-expression, the sign of the heart, literally the physical being of the heart, and across from the sign of Aquarius, sending the full potential of all of the Aquarian planets, Saturn and Jupiter, across to, and Pallas Athena, across to the Leo moon. So I find like that's almost symbolic of, where we can be going when we choose to blend our own individuality in Leo with the potential of group identification and how we can come together to work together in the sign of Aquarius. So it really kind of sets us up for the potential to really embody those Aquarian ideals, as well as the Leo idea of the individual and how we are here to express our own individuality, but to also participate in the group, the wider group at the same time. That's what that axis is all about. And with Leo ruling the fifth house in an astrology chart, it means that there's a lot of potential for creativity, for love and romance, for joyful expression of life, for maybe becoming more childlike in our enthusiasm for what comes next, sort of that wide-eyed wonder, what more can happen, what more is possible, what would I like to create in 2021, all of those kinds of things. So I love it. Kathleen would like a reading, so I'm going to start making a list, and then Asa, if you would help keep a list, that would be great too. I'm not sure if you're working on the other end as well. Allison Woto, please. Allison, I gotcha. And Wisdom of the Oracle. And then Debbie Tibbetts Tumiel, she had reached out to me this morning. She has to take her little puppy to the vet to get shots. So she texted me and would like a reading. So I've got her as well. And Elise Garcia, good morning. Asa says, I have your name. Oh, good. Thank you, Asa. I appreciate that. And then Tammy I get to choose. If you have a preference of a deck that you would like me to use, please let Asa know that. If you want me to choose, that's perfectly okay as well. I love to do that. Good morning, Mimi. She says, so long 2020 and dance into 2021 with hope. Absolutely. Aquarian Spirit says, greetings, everyone. And Tom, I'll have a Woto and animal. Oh, you're wanting two. I gotcha. Woto animal. You're such an animal. Okay, Tom. Would love a card, your choice. Mimi, I love it. And let's see, Lise would like one too. So I hope you're making that list, Asa. I'm kind of writing it down as I see it, but once I start doing readings, I won't be able to keep track of that anymore. So I also wanted to point out that not long after the new year begins, we end up in the Pleiadian beginning, or the beginning of a new Pleiadian week. In fact, the 13 day, the end or the ascension day, is on the 2nd, which is Saturday. And that means on Sunday, we begin the new year at one seeing. So one seeing energy. And that will start the round of our 13-day, spiral of consciousness. And I mean, the picture, I don't know if you guys have gotten yours, but look at the picture. Oops. Hold on, I'm going to go back to Zoom so I can make sure I've got it. Look at the picture for the first month of the year. Doesn't that just look enticing? Like, I want to go through that tunnel and see what's on that other side. I believe that might be the Galactic Center. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say what that is, but it's a beautiful affirmation that maybe we're crossing over into some new territory, and that January is really bringing that to us. I love it. So there's that aspect. And then the weekend, the entire weekend from, today, tomorrow through Saturday and Sunday, literally astrologically comes to a bit of a lull. I mean, sure, the moon is making sign changes and aspects to planets, but there's no big any other thing to go on that is going to cause any kind of chaos, or that we have to, be uber aware of. It seems like it's very quiet, and I like that. Maybe that's a little different than the beginning to last year. At this point, so much has happened in 2020 that, I mean, to catalog it all is almost exhausting, don't you think? Exhausting to try to keep up with everything, to look back at everything that had happened. So let's start doing some readings. Where am I going to start for Debbie? I have all of these decks now, so Debbie, I'm going to start with an angel guide card for you. And this will be for 2021. And let's do something a little bit different this morning too. If you have a specific issue or question that you would like me to do with the cards, you can certainly let Asa know that, and she'll text it to me. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is just sort of focus on what you need to know for 2021. And like I said, if you have something else that you'd like me to focus on, let me know, because I will be happy to do that instead. Debbie specified looking ahead at 2021. Ooh, so, So this card fell out for you, Debbie. Clear, cancel, and release. Clear, cancel, and release. And this is the Angel Guide deck by Kyle Gray. And it's a newer deck that I have. So clear, cancel, and release. I think that's probably good for all of us. So let's look at that card and see what it says. Clear, cancel, and release. You are being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments that you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and realize the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. If you are saying something even jokingly about yourself that might have a negative effect on you, or express something you wish wasn't real, you are being encouraged to be more loving toward yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make more room for love, positivity, and peace. What a great start for all of us for 2021. Even if you're not getting a personal reading, this is a great one, Debbie, for all of us to know. And here's the extended message for clear, cancel, and release. Whenever you have a negative thought or say something you then wish you hadn't, you have the capacity to remove that idea or energy from your own energy by saying the powerful affirmation, clear, cancel, release. Angels are ready and willing to help you clear anything that could be standing between you and inner peace. When you draw this card, you are also being encouraged to clear any clutter from your life. If there is dust building up or stuff accumulating in your home, office, car, or anywhere else you spend time, clear it now. When you clear physical space, you clear psychic space. Making these simple changes will clear your energy and open you up to experiencing a sense of clarity and freedom. I love it. That's a great card. I got to share a little story with you guys this morning about how powerful the manifesting energy is right now. I mean, well, it's always powerful, but I'm really noticing how powerful it is. If you're here in the US, you're probably expecting a stimulus check to be deposited into your account or a paper check mailed to you at some point. And this year, it's been my tax issues, right? Remember, they lost my tax return and I had to go through all this process. And just recently, that finally got cleared up and a refund was deposited into my account. So I said to Terry, well, let's just visualize that, we're one of the first ones to get this check or this deposit. And this morning when I checked yesterday because they said Tuesday night they were going to do it, no check. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. I'm still focusing on what I want, not on what's real or what's in front of me. So this morning, Terry inadvertently hit the part of the alarm clock that would wake us to music instead of the wake to alarm. And so I wake up with a start to the song Money, Money, Money. And I went, oh my gosh, it was the sound of the chink at the beginning of the song, like where the money drops into a bowl or something like that. Or, the chink that you hear when money drops out of the ATM or, you know what I'm saying, that money sound. And I went, oh, well, I wonder if the IRS deposited our checks this morning. And so sure enough, I went, checked my bank and there it was. And we're the only ones so far in our family anyway that has gotten that stimulus money put into our account. So I'm uber grateful for that, but it shows us how powerful that our intentions are, even if I knew that was going to happen at some point, but also that the outer world is really talking to us all the time about what's going on. So it was, to me, it was so powerful of an affirmation to pay attention to everything that is going on around me, because it can hold the seeds for information that I need as I go through my day. So I thought that was kind of a fun story. Debbie, we did yours. Kathleen, did you have a particular deck that you wanted me to look at? Monique, good morning. Allison, she's listing questions. So I'm going back to Kathleen. I would like a reading, please. Thanks for the end of the year. Kathleen Mallory, was that a card reading or did you want me to look at your chart? So clarify that for us, please. Before I get to Kathleen, I'm going to go to Allison, who wanted a Woto card. And Woto, Wisdom of the Oracle, a deck by Colette Barron Reed. And let's get those cards out. And I think she actually had questions. So this is the deck. How was that a question for the cards, or was that another question, Asa? Oh yeah, I forgot it needs face ID. Holy cow. So I thought having a new phone was going to be awesome. And J-Lo, if you're out there, I love the camera on the iPhone 12. I got to tell you. So how does your Saturn natal square the transit affect us? Okay, so that's not a card reading question. And how does Saturn and Jupiter affect when they pass your North Node? Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a minute, Allison. In the meantime, let us pull you a Wisdom of the Oracle card. And I'm going to focus again on what you need to focus on for 2021. Yang energy, card number 1. Ooh, whole new beginning, right? Yang energy, going back to Zoom. There we go. So Yang with the hands outstretched, right? I love that card. Let's see, it's card number 1. So you have a new beginning here. And Yang's essential meaning is the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. So the Oracle's message, Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. And I'm going to go on and read the prosperity message for you as well. Projects, partnerships, and all matters relating to your business are out of the obstacle phase and now onto the make it happen phase. Now is the time to stake your claim and get things done. While you can expect to be busier than usual, this card tells you that you have all the energy and vitality you need to accomplish your goals. Abundance is waiting for you to claim it. Mm-hmm. Now, for those of you who are listening to this broadcast later on in the day, if you didn't get a card reading, don't despair, because we are all interconnected here and in this space. So every card that's pulled, even though it looks like that card was for Allison, there are probably seeds of that card that are applicable to everybody, right? Because we're all in this together. We are all one. So every card that I pull, I consider a reading for myself even. So there we have that. So Yang, Allison, I think that's a great card for you, especially because if what you're talking about with these 2 questions of yours could be, that you're getting this from your own chart. And if you're getting these questions from your own chart, then the card reading is even more important. So you say, how does your Saturn natal square the transit Saturn affect us? So when you have a square between transiting planet to a natal planet, let's say, it is always a call for a challenge, to rising up for a challenge. With Saturn, we're looking at the forms and structures in our lives. We're looking at the the places where we may have holes or weaknesses in our foundation, and what is it that we need to do in order to shore that up. So the square from Saturn to Saturn is sometimes very challenging, but it can also be up in your face where there is resistance on your part to moving forward, right? Resistance that creates the energy to change state. I always think of the squares in this way because it's always, if you have a trine or you have a sextile or an ease and flow is going on in your life, there's not much to challenge you to move to the next level. A square, on the other hand, puts in an injection of energy, heat maybe even, that is going to cause a change of state. So we need the squares so that we will move forward, so that we'll move ahead. So take a look at the structures and forms that you've built in your life. Take a look at where the foundation might be leaking. It might be, depending on the houses where that's happening in your chart, is it a financial leakage? Is it a leakage of energy that you have to somehow shore up? And the other part of that question was, I think it said Saturn and Jupiter moving across your North Node. And okay, so this might not be very helpful today. There we go. And how does Saturn and Jupiter affect you when they pass your North Node? Okay, so the North Node is destiny, right? And I'm assuming it's your natal north node. So your natal north node must be in Aquarius, right? An Aquarius north node is about claiming your authority and your power, the power of your creativity, the power to follow your dreams, the power to sort of collaborate and move with other people in a forward momentum. So building a community, being a part of a community, but also looking for liberation and freedom, the two big hallmarks of Jupiter in that respect. And then Saturn, really looking to build again that foundation. So if a north node is in Aquarius, then you're building toward freedom. You're building toward being that part of a community of like-minded people. So that would be the potential new beginning for you as you move on into 2021 and beyond, is that of creating community, becoming empowered, living from your own sense of freedom, doing what you love, doing it in your way. I always think of Aquarius as that saying of marching to the beat of your own drummer, and they tend to do things differently. It's maybe an urge for you to look at things in a different way, right? Look at it upside down. Look at it, from an outside of the box perspective. Become very objective about what it is that you need or want and how it is that you can get there. So I think it's a really good time for you to, be looking toward that, kind of empowering yourself in that respect. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see, Tom has a question for his reading. Okay, good. Tom, were you next? No, I have to go back to Kathleen. Kathleen, did you? Okay, thank you, Asa. So let me go back. Kathleen, I think I'm just going to choose a card for you so that I don't get caught up here. I want to make sure I can keep moving forward. And let's do Oracle of the Seven Energies for you. This is a deck also by Colette Baron Reed, Oracle of the Seven Energies. I believe it's her newest deck, and it's one we haven't used all that often yet, especially since I changed my schedule. And I'm not here on Thursdays usually. Okay. Oh, she wants me to look at her astrology chart. Okay, well, we're going to pull a card first, Kathleen. And there we go. We have Shining Through. Ooh, that's a pretty card. Shining Through, card number 3. And let's see what that one means. Let's see, first of all, where that is, what level energy that's at. And it is card 30. It is in the energy of 5, which is sound. So sound, 30. Okay, the key concepts of this card for you, Kathleen, are self-expression without filters or masks, authentic communication, being proud of who you are, shining in the world, refusing to make yourself small just to belong. You are being called to step into your true power and essence. This is one of those times when you're required to bring everything you are, all that you've learned and experienced and integrated, and offer it up in service to the world. When you take center stage, you will be noticed. Yes, as you shine brightly, you will naturally stand apart from others. This idea may bring up excitement and genuine pride or discomfort, but this is not the time to make yourself small to avoid the glare of the spotlight and potential punishment by others. It takes courage, but know that this is the right thing for you today. You have come so far. You haven't been in the proverbial back of the room, or you have been in the proverbial back of the room in learning and gathering mode for so long, and this important time has served its purpose. You must now step into a new consciousness, seizing a new opportunity to share your wisdom. You will be like a lighthouse shining through the dark, illuminating the way for others. Be careful of the voices in your head that say you can't, or you don't know enough, or who are you to shine? The better question is, who are you not to shine? All you are and all you have become is by the grace of the divine. Now it is your duty to share your gifts. Celebrate this. That is, I think, a profound card for everyone. as we move forward. We're going to need everybody's light to shine, everybody's wisdom to be shared, everybody's open head, open mind, open heart, open soul to embracing all that there is and embracing everyone around us. Okay, let me quickly get your chart up. And then I'm going to, if it's okay with you, Kathleen, I'd like to share my screen so that other people might learn from what we're talking about. And just a moment here while I get that up for you. And I'm only going to focus on one thing as we look at chart readings. And the one thing I'm going to focus on, because it's so important as we move into 2021, is the state of the sign of Aquarius in your own chart. That is for the people who've already had their Astrology of 2021 readings. You saw how much there actually is going on in that one house in your chart. So Kathleen, that is what I'm going to bring up here for you. And there it is. Let me share my screen now. There we go. So you all should be seeing Kathleen's chart. Let me move that up here. So Kathleen, here's the sign of Leo. You have quite a few planets there, the South Node, Pluto, your prenatal lunar eclipse, Mercury, the Black Moon Lilith, right? All of that. Opposing Leo is Aquarius. And here's where you can see by transit, this outer wheel, these planets out here show us where all of the planets are transiting. And this is moving through your second house of self-worth, of value, of resources, of earned income. And you have Saturn, Jupiter, Pallas, Athena right now, right entering into this particular part of your chart. And eventually, as they move forward, they will start affecting the planets that you have in Leo in your 8th house of transformation. So it seems like the energy, at least initially for you, is about financial soundness, right? Is there a financial foundation that you have that's good, that's solid? If you are earning a, what do they call that? A check that comes maybe from Social Security or, you know, as a fixed income, then you don't have as much power to increase your income, at least not from that direction. But you do perhaps have the ability to do something at this end that might earn some money. On the other hand, this can also be for you a great year to do a fiscal checkup. To take a look at all of the finances. Do you have, are you leaking money, right? Bleeding money, hemorrhaging money somewhere? And if so, what can you do about that and empower yourself to look into the financials to make sure that you are really aware of what condition you're in and, what maybe next steps you need to take in order to become more fiscally sound. But the 2nd and 8th house also take us into mastery of the self through self-worth, through being able to be worthy enough to receive, right? That to receive windfalls, to be able to live from your heart and from your desires. So a big chunk of focus for you in 2021 begins in that 2nd house of money and resources. Maybe it's time to let go of some stuff that is surrounding you that maybe is no longer serving you, that is really acting like a noose around your neck rather than giving you the freedom that you really want. So it might be a time to prune away some of the extra things that you have so that what's left is the things that are most important to you. So that's a good way for you to look at what's happening initially anyway here in 2021 for you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen there. Hopefully that gave you some insight. It should, especially with the shining through card that came with that. So, all right. Kathleen, after Kathleen was Tammy, and I believe Tammy asked for my choice. And Tammy, when I check in, Tammy, I'm getting Woto for you. So Wisdom of the Oracle. So Tammy, I'm going to focus here on what's the highest and best for you for 2021, or what do you really need to know? Whoa, and a card went flying. And it is To the Sea, To the Sea. Card number 7, highly spiritual number. And To the Sea. I'm not sure that we've had that card before. I don't know. Let's see. It doesn't sound familiar. but I'm always interested in that when something new pops out. So Tammy, this is what the card's essential meaning is. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Here's the message. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, and your abilities. And most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from the inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. I love it. Everything you need will come to you easily. Oh, yes. Awesome. So, Tammy, that's it for you. All right, Tom, you are next. You want a Wisdom of the Oracle and an animal card. Let me grab the animal deck, but I also seem to think that you had asked a question in specific. A question for his reading. He wants to know about what to know about his relationship with son and daughter. All right, let's do that. So first, Tom, I'm going to address that question with the Wisdom of the Oracle. And then with the Spirit Animal deck, I am going to address what you need to know for you for 2021. Okay. So this question is about what you need to know about the relationship for you, your son, and your daughter. Milk and honey, card 51, which is a 6, which is a rebalancing number, right? 6. So it says milk and honey down there at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. Milk and honey. Let's read it, shall we? 51. The essential meaning is the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The Oracle's message says, you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in the authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Note the words possibilities, right? What is possible here? The relationship message says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Well, I think that's a great answer to that question, Tom. What are you focusing on? And, the possibilities are endless, right? Now, let's do a spirit animal card for you for 2021. My favorite card, right? My tattoo based on that card. See the resemblance? I took the card with me to the tattoo artist, and she freehand drew that as a stencil. Amazing talent, people. I love artists. They're just so naturally talented. Okay, so Tom, this is for you for 2021, an animal guide, let's say. Chameleon Spirit. And you're going to love this, Tom. It says, act as if. So maybe act as if your son and daughter are open-hearted and open-armed, embracing you in a new relationship. So Chameleon Spirit, it's card number 14, which is a 5. Perhaps that recognizes a change is coming, movement on that subject. So Chameleon Spirit for 2021. And card 14. All right. And it was upright. So it's a Oracle's message. Says, Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new way feels familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. Perfect. Love that. Love that card. Love that reading. Don't you, Tom? All right. Next is Mimi. And let me check with Asa here and see. Oh, it's going to need my face. Okay. Okay, so I don't necessarily have a card choice from you. Is that right, Mimi? And Aquarian Spirit, Ursula, Puffin. Okay, so I got that. Kathleen. Okay, got that. All right, so Mimi, I'm going to go with a Mayan card for you, Mimi. I really was thinking it was going to come up with animal card for you, but that's not what popped out. I'm going to make room here in front of me for all these cards. Okay, so Mayan. The Mayan Oracle. Of course, these are a little bit longer readings through this deck. They're well worth it. So, Mimi, what do you want to know? What do you need to know for 2021 from our friends, the Mayan Oracles? I love that they are a galactic language of light. So bringing light for 2021. And you get universal movement, which is 510. This is the number 13. So it's a number card, the number 13 being the number of ascension and moving forward, right? Moving up. And so let me find the 13. Okay. The 13th tone calls forth the greater pattern. The hand of fate beckons and then catapults you free to journey home. The qualities of the card: expect a miracle. It's a wild card. Unseen forces, unexpected change, flexibility, open system, touch of destiny, interdimensional shift, a galactic wave rider. Oh my gosh, I want to see you put that into your art somehow. 13 is the ray of universal movement, the foundation of self within the foundation of essence self, combined with the rhythm of the Trinity. 13 is the number sacred to the goddess. Evoke this grace. It is your birthright. 13 touches you with the hand of unseen forces and radical change. Drawing this card alerts you that whatever is resisting change is unexamined or is stationary is being catalyzed into movement. Drawing this number indicates that something unexpected is coming, something that may dramatically change the course of your life. You are being touched by fate, moved through identifications of ego self into open consciousness. Olin, the Mayan goddess of movement, asks you to surrender to the perfection of the larger pattern of your essence self. From the perspective of surrender and trust, what movement is being called for now? Pay attention to synchronicities and seeming coincidences that jump into your awareness. 13 provides the possibility of a radical frequency phase shift, offering you limitless new openings. Become a skywalker. Be open and flexible, allowing changing reference points to become dynamic allies. Open to the workings of destiny offered by universal movement. Drawing this card says to be on the alert for a miracle. Whatever you have been offering in positive energy toward the realization of your dreams and vision is being actualized in receiving 13. This indicates the coalescing of the quantum potential of a miracle into its realization and fulfillment. Woo! Can you feel the power in that one, Mimi? Wow, wow, wow. Looks like a good year coming up for you. Okay, after Mimi was Elise. And Elise, I don't know that you asked for a specific card. Elise. I'm getting an animal, spirit animal for you. And Elise, unless you had a specific question that I missed, and I don't think so, this is going to be a guide for you for 2021. Oh my goodness. And this dropped right out right away. Actually, a series of cards dropped out. How funny. And they're all very interesting. 52, the Scarab Beetle Spirit was the first one. Right side up, it says magic works through you. And then the second card out was Sandpiper Spirit. And it says, be playful, be playful. And the third card is Turkey Spirit that says, give with gratitude and grace. So you have a little bit of a storyline going on here. And let's see what these mean. We don't often get a storyline, but it happened today. So Scarab Beetle, card 52, which is a 7. So it brings us to, some inner work, maybe some spiritual awareness coming to you. And it's interesting, all the cards were upright, so I like that. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of scarab beetles. Wait, that's not what that says. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of spirit beetles. Reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, Scarab Beetle Spirit reminds you that Spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for Spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire and creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow Spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. Whew, gotta love that one. And then Sandpiper Spirit was card 51, which is a 6. And it says, sandpipers are like cute little clowns poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of Sandpiper Spirit is a sign that now is the time to engage your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with a lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new in the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sandpiper Spirit's happy and curious nature can help you to feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. I think that's such an important message for all of us as we come out of the heaviness of what 2020 brought. And then the last card for you is Turkey. And Turkey says, give with gratitude and grace. It is card 61, which is a 7. So you've got 2 7 cards, the 52 and the 61. So spirituality, inner work, and then the card 51, which was a 6. And that's about balance and harmony, kind of making happiness, right? 61 then. I'm not sure we've ever gotten Turkey before, so that's kind of fun. Turkey Spirit's message for you is that you always have the potential for manifesting a rich reality, for the turkey represents generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation, and you shall receive, for the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. Align with it by sharing your good fortune with others, whether you give money, loving guidance, the gift of listening, or kindness in any form. Immerse yourself in the flow of generous abundance, being a channel for Turkey Spirit and the desire of Spirit to see all beings experience the blessings of plenty. Give with gratitude and grace from a wellspring of love and compassion, knowing that Spirit will respond by giving you all that you need in this moment and all moments to come. That is a nice story there, Elise. Nice story. So let me show you the cards one more time. So we had first Scarab Beetle, magic works through you. Then Sandpiper, which says be playful. And then Turkey, right? Give with gratitude and grace. Great. Okay. All right. Elise, I think, was the last one on my list. So now let me switch over to Asa's list for me because I saw more. Aquarian Spirit would like a card, my choice. Okay, Aquarian Spirit. Oracle of the Seven Energies, right? Let's do this. Colette Baron Reed. So Aquarian Spirit. This is your card for 2021. What you might want to focus your energies on as we move forward now. Oh, it is a beautiful one. Wish upon a star. Oh my. Wish upon a star. Isn't that beautiful? Card number 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. So there's some creativity energy there and some magic, right, in the number 3. So let's see what this one means. Wish upon a star is also, let's see what the energy level it's in. 39 is in the energy of light. So it's a light energy. And let's see what that means for you. Key concepts in the Wish Upon a Star: intentions based on your desires and aspirations, the act of consciously committing to a vision, sacrificing something of value, gambling on yourself, trusting that dreams can become reality, and the importance of daydreams. Do you believe your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and chide yourself for being unrealistic? What if you could trust that the world around you holds promise you have not yet realized? Perhaps the point all along is not how something can happen, but the power of wishing and intending. We humans have multiple ways to ritualize owning a dream that we want to see manifest in physical form. Think of a wishing well. You infuse a coin with your intention, tuning into the feeling of having a particular experience. Tossing the coin into the well symbolizes the act of letting the how go, walking away, and allowing the universe to do its part in the co-creative partnership. Another method is to wish upon a star. In doing so, you also look back to our origins, for we are made of stardust. Today, allow yourself to dream and play with different realities. Even if it seems impossible, if it calls you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star, then live as if your wish were already true. Know that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how. It shows the universe you're serious about playing the game of life and you trust the essence of the partnership. Remember, every dream you believe in and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. The answer will come, sometimes swiftly, sometimes more slowly, but no wish is ever wasted. Whew. Don't you just let me look at I don't know if, I always wonder if people can see these cards all that well, but look at her face. Right? She's just in such a lovely place, and she's got this very large light pulse at her heart. If I pull it back. Anyway, it's a beautiful card. Aquarian Spirit, that was for you. All right, and after Aquarius Spirit, we would have Ursula would like a Galactic card. Nice, Ursula. Let's look to our star brothers and sisters for guidance, eh? You move that deck out of the way. Move that one there. Galactic Heritage cards. This is a deck that's extraordinary. It's by Lissa Royal Holt and Galactic Heritage cards. She actually has a book about these cards, besides the book that comes with the cards. And it's a fascinating subject. So Ursula, this is for you. I didn't get a specific question, so I'm going to read this for you for 2021. And there are a lot of cards here, so I'm going to take a minute and make sure they're all mixed up, but this one wants to come out. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It says Homing Beacon, Vega, the Future, card number 71, which is an 8, heart-to-heart connection. When I first pulled it, it looked like a hummingbird to me. So I don't know, Homing Beacon, maybe that is a hummingbird, although I don't see the beak. It's still, that's what it reminded me of. Okay, card number 71, Homing Beacon, Vega of the Future. And 81, where are you? I don't think we've had this one before. No, 71, sorry. There we go. In the ancient days, the Vegan mystics developed their practices as a way to always connect with the source or home, using them as a homing beacon. Eventually, they no longer needed spiritual technology or spiritual processes to make this connection. They felt the source within them at all times. You too have this ability deep within you. Learn to quiet the mind through breathing or meditation, and then just let go. As you trust in your practice, the feeling of connectedness to the source will grow and grow until it permeates every part of your life. If you need help, ask the ancient Vegan mystics to assist you. Then the commentary. This time stream represents the Vegan culture after they healed their greatest challenges as a young species. In the prism of Lyra cosmology, the Vegans were the species who retained their memories and connections to the source, the unfragmented aspect of creation, most completely. Their system of mysticism is well known throughout the galactic family and has influenced countless civilizations, including Earth. This is because they have retained the energetic memory of the unified field of creation. This memory acts like a homing beacon, a proverbial light in the darkness that realigns them when they lose their way, like an ability to sense true north. While this trait is attributed to the Vegans because of their spiritual commitment and their self-discipline, every species has this ability to remember the essence of creation and never lose its way. It is only when beings get distracted by physical reality that they believe they have gotten lost. If this card is in your reading, take a look at the surrounding cards, maybe the cards from other people's readings, and your life circumstances. The message may be that you need to go within and find your center once again, find true north and trust it. The card could also be affirming that you are already strongly tapping into this skill, but most likely it's encouraging you to develop your natural ability to reconnect with source, your higher self, God, or whatever term you wish to use to denote the intelligent force in the universe that unifies us all. Woo! Good one. Good, good, good. Okay, after Ursula. Oh, I gotta go this way. Puffing Pixie would like a Woto. Okay, Puffin Pixie. Let me move the galactic ones out of my way for a moment. And Woto, Wisdom of the Oracle. Here we go. So for Puffing Pixie, this is what 2021 needs to, what you need to focus on for 2021. Ooh, these were, Unfinished Symphony, card number 10. 10 is a 1, elevated to the next level. Unfinished Symphony. All right, so that for you is right side up, by the way. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You cannot move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. And I am going to read you the relationship message for that as well. Moving on is difficult when love lingers, things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in the relationship when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so that you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. I hope that makes sense to you, because I don't know, I just felt like I had to read that relationship message. And I don't like to think of anybody having gone through a breakup, but perhaps there's another type of relationship that you need to get clear with. So Asa, let's see. That, by the way, that was for you, Puff and Pixie. Monique Alexander would like a card of my choice. And I have a few more after that. I am going to stay long enough to get those done, so don't worry. You will get your reading. But let's see, Eileen, Christine Buckingham will be the last one. But I still have Kay Burt, Eileen, or Irene, excuse me, Eileen or Irene. Irene Alberg. Okay, gotcha. And Kay Burt and Monique Alexander for you. I'm going to pull a Mayan card. Monique, your 2021 and what you need to know. Seen through the wisdom of the Mayan Oracle. Well, that was a whole bunch of cards went flying. I'm not sure that that was about the reading or my sleight of hand here. So it's just, if it's meant to come back, it will definitely come back at me. All right, so you get the number of manifestation, a 10. 10, 10, 10. So we've got the number 10. I do believe this is going to give us a message of making sure that what you want is what you're focused on and not on what you don't want. Kind of like in the Pleiadian calendar, that same 10 means that you better focus on what you want. Manifestation, passkey to true identity in this and all worlds. Unlock the gates to the great mystery manifesting through you. The qualities of the 10, intention, motivation, true identity, foundation of essence self, aligned manifestation. 10 is the ray of manifestation, the foundation of individual self-manifesting its true identity, the foundation of essence self. A potent manifestation awaits you. Two worlds combine. The key to manifestation in all realms is through clear intention and the embodiment of your divine essence. What does your heart desire to manifest? Begin by aligning with your essence. Essence aligned with intention creates an etheric thought form, an energy matrix image. As long as it is unrestricted by limiting beliefs, the energy pattern emerges and evolves. And as it evolves, it aligns with the larger pattern until finally it is released into manifestation. In receiving 10, you are being asked to look carefully at your own foundations. What structures and belief systems is your reality built upon? What foundations motivate your choices? You are now creating a new foundation, walking into all that you are, your essence self. As the foundation of your essence self emerges, others will recognize your true identity. When you are in resonance with the universe, manifestation is a natural byproduct. Unconstrict your vision to include the seemingly impossible by standing outside your linear perceptions, which dictate that things must occur in a step-by-step way. Instead of trying to figure it out with your ego mind, simply resonate with the desired manifestation. See and feel it as already completed, because in non-linear reality, it is. By focusing your awareness beyond the static appearance of reality into the generative, quantum, active aspect of the creation, the causal matrix of archetypes and sacred geometry, you can naturally precipitate directly that which you desire. Shall I read that last sentence again? It says, by focusing your awareness beyond the static appearance of reality into the generative, quantum, active aspect of the creation, the causal matrix of archetypes and sacred geometry, you can naturally precipitate directly that which you desire. Woo! Great one. Great one. Great one for you, Monique. Okay. And Got to go back here. After Monique was Kay Burt and a card of my choice. Okay, dragon. Wow, that popped in fast. Just said dragon. Okay, Kay. This is the dragon for you to ride through 2021. That gives me a little chill of excitement to think of riding a dragon through 2021. Rose pink dragon. And let me show you the picture. There's the rose pink dragon. And it says, prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. There you go. Pink, rose pink dragon. And let's see what that's all about. Rose pink dragon is a 7th dimensional dragon. So let's see, page 80. Rose is the vibration of pure and beautiful, warm-hearted love, and these 7th dimensional dragons radiate this higher love. Our heart center has 33 facets, which range from the green of conditional love through the pink to pure white. When we are ready to open the pure white transcendent petals in the center of our glowing heart, the rose pink dragons help us to connect our heart with Venus, the cosmic heart, where we tune into the cosmic love and oneness. These beautiful dragons are attracted to us as soon as our heart is ready. We may feel our heart center become warm when they are near us. People will then respond to the rose pink that is starting to shine in our energy fields. Receiving this card suggests that your higher heart is ready to connect to the cosmic heart. Ask the rose pink dragons to touch your heart center and sense its awakening and expanding. When the 4 central petals open, they sparkle with diamond light. They contain the higher facets of the love energy of the universe. Be aware of them lighting up so that all 33 facets of your heart center are active. You may see or sense a shaft of rose pink light flowing from your heart right up to the cosmic heart, which opens wide to you. Breathe soft, warm pink light into your aura. Notice how you transcend your emotions as the rose pink dragons stay close to you and light you up. Wow, lots of love coming there. I love that. Okay, that was for Kay Burt, and I think the next person was Irene, and then Christine. Irene, my choice. Irene. Irene needs a dragon too. Irene, dragons. The dragons are by Diana Cooper. I don't think I mentioned that. So the Dragon Oracle Cards Guidebook and cards from Diana Cooper. And I think she's also got a unicorn deck out now or something too. So she's into the mystical and the magical. She fits right in with us. You've got a black dragon from Saturn, which brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. So that is the black dragon from Saturn. How appropriate, since Saturn is very big in our lives right now, having just moved into a new sign and completing his journey through Capricorn. And the black dragon from Saturn is a 5th dimensional dragon, page 74. And here it is. 5th dimensional black dragons work directly with the masters of Kishi, the ascended aspect of Saturn. They help us to organize and apply ourselves to tasks, however small or large they may be. Black indicates a feminine energy of rest, peace, and calm, which enables the wisdom to come forward. It could not do so if there was too much masculine thrust. These dragons work with Archangel Gabriel, who radiates pure white light. He is in overall charge of the base center where we hold 5th dimensional spiritual discipline. This is what enables all the 5th dimensional chakras to anchor. Archangel Gabriel's energy balances that of the black dragons of Saturn. These dragons also carry the pure violet flame of transmutation, which is held in Saturn, and use it to dissolve thoughts that are not focused on the ultimate vision. Here's your guidance. A black dragon from Saturn has appeared to you now, as it is time for you to address tasks with discipline and focus. Spiritual discipline is vital to ground the higher energies on your pathway. The black dragon will give you focus, concentration, determination, awareness, and the ability to plan and stick to a routine where necessary. Receiving this card is a true blessing, as it indicates that your feet are firmly planted on your ascension path and you do everything for the highest good of all. This dragon also brings you congratulations from the angelic world, as you have passed a test you have been undergoing. It is time to celebrate your success and step forward with discipline as well as with joy and bliss. Love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. And last was Christine, right? Christine Buckingham. Oh, but I better check and make sure I didn't miss someone. Irene, that was for you. Christine would like a card reading, my choice. And Asa, absolutely. And I'm going to do it during the show. Everybody should hear a card reading for you as well. Christine Buckingham, let's see. Christine, you're getting a goddess. God help me. That means I have to open up another deck and make another big mess here on my desk. I'm going to spend 20 minutes after the show just putting everything away. It is all worth it. This is fun. Okay, so Christine, this is for you for 2021. A goddess card. Ooh. You get the goddess Hestia, home. She's beautiful. Look at that. And she was right side up. So she has an empowerment message, card number 21, which is a 3. Maybe you can just barely see it at the bottom there. It says home. Well, let's see what that means. Hestia. Oh, 21. Okay. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what is called for now. And in parentheses, it says chop wood, carry water. The Zen Cohen puts, as the Zen Cohen puts it, she says, the answers to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you are at home in yourself, you are at home in the world. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So cleaning house, tending to caring for simple things, chop wood and carry water, right? But also manifesting on what does it that you really love. I love it. Great card. Okay, Asa, for you, my dear. And if you still would like to do a different card after the broadcast this morning, we can do that. But I'm really feeling like you need a Galactic Heritage card right now. And this will be your 2021, the call for you for 2021. And let's see here. This is for Asa. So you've got 2 cards. I'm not sure they fell out together. Here they are. The first one was graduation, Earth, right? Graduation and graduation of the future, or Earth in the future. And the second card was common ground, which is card number 11, or 83 adds up to an 11, the hybrid in a parallel universe. So let's see, that one's going to be an interesting duo. So card 76 is graduation, right? I think that makes sense. Earth's history has been fraught with struggles, hatred, and fear. The underlying purpose of this was to serve as training for species evolution. It hasn't been easy. From the point of view of the future, humanity has succeeded and experienced a graduation as a species. That is hard to see now, but please trust that everything on Earth is happening for a reason. You and many others are connected to humans from the future who are gently guiding the planet toward this graduation. As you connect with your higher self and do your spiritual work, you too help to uplift humanity. This card refers to the future time stream of Earth in which the planet makes its transition from a planet of polarity and conflict to one of unity and integration. This powerful energy of integration acts like a magnet, pulling you forward in your spiritual journey. If this card comes up in your reading, it could mean that energy or beings from Earth's future are working with or through you to facilitate graduation on a planetary level. This card is most likely acknowledging that you have completed a challenging cycle in your life and are having a graduation of sorts. It is time to celebrate. If you feel the cycle of learning hasn't finished yet and the graduation is coming in the future, let the energy of this card give you the strength to keep going. There may be tests, final exams, so to speak, that will come up, but you are prepared for them. Every civilization that awakens experiences a graduation, and Earth is no different. Despite what chaos you may see on Earth at this time, know that it is leading toward a shift. Let yourself trust in this enlightened time that is coming to the future for Earth, and know that what you do to awaken yourself in this time now helps to ensure this future for planet Earth. Continue your personal work and encourage those you meet to do so as well. Now let's look at 83 because that was a second card that pulled out at the same time. And it is hybrid, and the word was common ground, or the phrase. Throughout Earth's long history interacting with ET beings, many hybrids were created. A hybrid being is a powerful symbol because it represents the building of a bridge between two different realities and standing on that common ground from a place of empowerment to create a new, evolved reality. You pulled this card because you have a connection with a hybrid being. It may be a Zeta human hybrid or another. This energy is influencing you now to help you bring together two aspects of yourself that previously conflicted. This powerful card means that profound integration is forthcoming. This card is highly archetypal, meaning it represents a powerful force in the universe. The card's meaning is, first and foremost, representative of the archetypal theme before it ever refers to something literal. In this case, it refers to the integration of a polarity on a physical and ideological level, which is the core theme of these cards. A hybrid is a combination of two different aspects to create a third idea. Within our galactic family, there are myriad hybrid races that are mixtures of many of the humanoid species in creation. There are too many to name. If this card comes up in your reading, it most likely refers to the marriage of two seemingly different themes in your life and how they can be brought together in a fruitful way. If you are having difficulty making a decision, or there is a conflict between two things in your life, this card is suggesting that you indeed integrate them. It may require patience and creativity, but it is entirely possible when you commit to the process. This card may also literally refer to a connection that you have with a hybrid being. This being can be a mix of many species, but if you see that there are Zeta and or SS-sonic cards in your spread, the hybrid is likely a combination of Zeta and human. Look to the themes and challenges in your life and see where integration can happen. This integration of polarity in the outer world represents an even more powerful integration in your inner world. I think those are awesome. All right. Well, that is it for me this year. That's it for me today. That's it for me this year. I will see you guys next year on Monday. I'll have to turn my calendar so I don't keep looking up going, wait, that's December. And I wish you all a very peaceful, loving night tonight, and certainly a prosperous, abundant, loving, joyful, peaceful 2021.